the house was so small. Like, the only benefit of the house was the conservatory, the garage which you can enter from inside the house, and then the large garden. I don't know who in their right mind is going to offer anywhere near the asking price. Hey my loves, I hope you're doing well and thank you for stopping by at my channel. So I am Rachel Abbey and I do videos all about adulting. So if you are interested in self-development, looking after your mental health, saving up to buy your first home and get on the property ladder, then definitely subscribe to my channel. So if you are subscribed to the channel, you would already know that my partner and I are in the process of buying our first home. Yay! Super exciting. We were actually saving up for our deposit for 2 years. We've finally finished saving up for the amount that we need, and now we are looking, we've started to look at properties. So very exciting times. Just to kind of like recap, so we are looking at buying a property outside of London. We are looking at buying ideally a 3-bedroom semi-detached house. So we have seen 3 properties so far, and today I wanted to share with you the 3rd property that we went to view. We actually went to go and see it last weekend, and I have got some photos of the property so I can actually show you around and give you my thoughts on the property and whether or not we may be putting in an offer. This house is on the market for £325,000, so that's a bit more than we were planning to spend on our first home, but we are willing to kind of like be a bit flexible and potentially go up to that price if we feel the house is worth it. So let's take a look at the house and see what it entails. So this is house number 3. So this was a detached house. It's a 3-bedroom house and it was on the market for £325,000. So as you can see, it looks really nice from the outside. And then just showing you a quick view of the floor plan. So on the ground floor, we have the kitchen. On the immediate right, you have a downstairs toilet as well. Then you walk through into the living room. It has a lovely conservatory and entrance to the garage as well. In between the downstairs toilet and the living room, we have the stairs, and when you go upstairs, it takes you to the 3 bedrooms and the family bathroom. So I'm just going to quickly show you the entrance hall. It looks nice in the picture, but it was really narrow in real life. It felt really tight and squashed. On the immediate right, when you walk through the door, you have a very small kitchen. It was extremely small, but it's really modern, this house, which is a plus actually. But yeah, it was really small. It had a quite nice bay window, but the kitchen was really small and quite disappointing, just being brutally honest. The living room was a decent size. Again, it was quite modern. It has some understairs storage towards the back of it as well. Decent size, to be honest. There's nothing to complain about in terms of the lounge. When you walk through the lounge, it leads you towards the lovely conservatory. The conservatory was a massive plus, and it actually has a door that you can enter the garage through as well. But yeah, the conservatory was beautiful. That's a huge plus of this house. The garage itself was a really great size. It's a single garage, but you can access it via the conservatory, so that's a great plus, the fact that you don't have to go out of the house to enter the garage. And then I'm just showing you the back of the house here. So the owners obviously did their own extension on this house, which adds value to it. And from the conservatory, you enter the garden. The garden was really nice. It was really spacious, really clean and tidy. I guess called the AstroTurf. But yeah, really clean, really great size, and it has some side entrance from the front of the house as well. But let's move upstairs. Like the second house that we viewed, there was really small landing space. There wasn't much space upstairs to walk around at all, which was a disappointment. This is just showing you one of the bedrooms. So I think this was a double bedroom. They used it as a kids' room. The size was decent, but it was just much smaller than we expected, so we were slightly disappointed. This was the second bedroom. It was tiny. It's obviously a single bedroom, but it was just so small that I don't know if we'd actually get much in there. This was the master bedroom, a bigger size, which was good. It was decorated quite nicely, actually. It has internal cupboard space, which is good. But the bedroom itself was quite small. You can see from the TV bed there wasn't actually much space left between the bed and the wall. So all the rooms were quite small, to be honest. Moving to the family bathroom, one of the floorboards were quite creaky. It was out of place. So obviously there needs a bit of work to be done in the family bathroom. But yeah, it was just a very standard bathroom. So that's what the house offered. I mean, there was no change. So if we were thinking about moving straight away, this may have been a potential. And the outside space was a huge plus actually. There's so much parking space. You can literally park so many cars there. So yeah, really great parking space outside of the house. But yeah, that's essentially what this 3-bed detached house had to offer. So our thoughts on this property. Number one, it is £325,000. That is the asking price. I don't know who they're trying to fool, who they're trying to kid, but I do not think this house is worth £325. I think it's probably worth like 280, 200 85 at the very most. I don't know where they think they're going asking for £325. The house was so small. It was even smaller than this house that I shared with you in my last video. The house was so small. Like, the only benefit of the house was the conservatory, the garage which you can enter from inside the house, and then the large garden. Those were literally the only plus sides of the house. Like, the kitchen was so tiny, they couldn't even fit in a full-size fridge in the kitchen. They've got their full-size fridge in the garage. So the kitchen is so tiny, you can't even fit like a dining table in there, or like a table to eat your breakfast. You could probably only put like a breakfast stool there to eat at. Yeah, the kitchen was really tiny. Such a disappointment. The living room was a decent size actually, that was okay, but the bedrooms were really tiny, and we just don't feel like the house is worth it, like, at all. I don't know who in their right mind is going to offer anywhere near the asking price on this property. I mean, the house has a loft, but to be honest, I think the loft is not really that important, because how often will you actually be going up there to retrieve junk or like storage stuff? So the main part of the house, like the kitchen, wasn't too great. The bedrooms weren't too great. The bathroom was okay, but it needs a bit of work. Literally the only good things about the house were the internal garage, the conservatory, which is in great condition, and then the garden, and actually the outside space, because it's so big, because it can fill it can accommodate so many cars. The house has a really good parking space. So yeah, those were the only pluses of the house. I mean, the area was okay. So I guess I would kind of like describe it as it being on a cul-de-sac. So it was quite nice in terms of it was at the end of the road. It's kind of like closed off. You won't have people walking past your house or like cars driving past. So that it's quite quiet and nice in terms of where the house is situated. But yeah, it just wasn't really giving me anything that I could like hang on to. So we definitely are not going to be putting an offer on this house. Definitely not. It just isn't worth the money, and we kind of like walked out laughing to ourselves, because it just isn't anything. It's just not worth it, basically. So those are our thoughts on this third property. We don't feel like it's worth the money, and therefore we will not be calling the estate agent back and putting in an offer. We're going to keep positive, we're not going to give up. We're going to see how things go, but I do hope you found this video helpful. Let me know your thoughts about the property in the comment section below. Do you like the house? Do you not like it? Do you think it's too expensive? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, definitely subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bell so you're notified when I upload my next property related video, and then also check out my house buying and property journey playlist. I'll leave the playlist link in the description box so you can continue watching the previous videos that I've uploaded about our property journey after this video. Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching, take care and God bless.